Howdy friends, welcome back to the Eclectic Sam YouTube channel and welcome back to my eclectic corner of YouTube, where I predominantly talk about eBay selling, reselling in general, and other things like that. But from time to time we may talk about my hobbies, going on trips, history, and just give you some general stories about myself. It's just my eclectic corner of YouTube. It's been a little while since I've posted a video. Been having some stuff going on. Have recently gotten back into collecting baseball cards. It's a hobby that I was real passionate about when I was a kid. And I've gotten back into it. I've been really enjoying that, sorting out baseball cards and opening packs and all. And you'll be seeing some baseball card sales from time to time on my eBay sales. So look forward to doing that. But also have had some health issues with my muscular dystrophy. As y'all know, I have breathing issues, so this real bad heat that we've been having in Georgia hadn't been helping me. And I hurt my foot recently, so I've been down and out with that. But I'm bouncing back just like I always do. But today's video, we're going to talk about what's sold recently on eBay. And I've been doing real good on higher dollar items. So let me show you what some of the better high-end items that have sold recently. If you go back to my last video, I talked about surplus Army military clothing that sells real good. Well, the first thing that we're showing here is a United States Marine Corps armored fragment vest, and it sold for $137.25 and with free shipping. And I got that in that big lot of military clothes, so we had a couple of bucks in it, not much. It was kind of heavy, so shipping was a little bit, but I took that offer of $137.25 and said, what the heck, get it out of the door. Next up was a Unique Vintage brand. That was the brand, Unique Vintage. New with tag, floral dress. Sold for $37.49. It was on sale, plus shipping. And I got that in a lot of clothing that a friend of mine donated to me to sell. Next up, some of those new old stock car parts that I had gotten a while back. Sold another one of the GF48 fuel filters for $60. I took a best offer on that with free shipping. And those fuel filters are neat. The vintage fuel filters were actually in a little glass bowl. And this is a whole assembly with a glass bowl and everything. So that's why it's a little bit more expensive than some. But it's new original Chevrolet part. And I think I have $3 a piece in those, believe it or not. Still got about 10 or 11 more of them, so look forward to selling those. Next up, talking about the baseball cards earlier, from time to time I go on eBay and look up for lots of items and taking those lots and breaking them down into selling them individually. That's one thing you might want to look into is buying lots and breaking them down, selling individually. Make good money doing it, because usually you can buy the lots at a discounted price. But this lot that I bought were 1936 Gallagher Limited Sporting Personality cards. There were, I believe, 6 or 7 of them. Bought them in a lot. And I broke them down to sell them individually. Well, the person that bought them bought all of them. I paid, I want to say $36 for all of them. And by the time I sold them all, I got $76.74 with free shipping. But they're small, little tobacco cards. They were graded, so they were in a little graded case. I may do a video in the future telling about grading baseball cards and stuff. But, basically doubled my money on those. And all I did was just buy them off of eBay and list them individually, and then lo and behold, somebody bought them as a group. So that was pretty neat. Next up is an item I was surprised to find here in Georgia. It was an Obermeyer brand men's ski pants, thick, heavy ski pants, sold for $32.99 with free shipping. And I bought those at a local Goodwill for $6. They were a camouflage print. And the funnier thing is, they went to Florida. So, I don't know. They're cool pants. Maybe somebody just wants some thick, heavy, cool pants to wear. Next up is a pair of antique pill boxes. They're little bitty boxes with lids on the hinged lids. And back in the day, women, or sometimes men, would keep these little boxes in their pants or pocket or purse or whatever to keep their little pills in, like, aspirin or whatever they were taking. Neat little contraption. People actually collect them, so keep an eye out. If you see a little bitty hinged box, that's what it is. Usually they'll have decoration on them. One of these was enameled with flowers on it. The other one had an abalone shell on the top of it. And those sold for $24.99 with free shipping. I did take a discount on those. They were on sale that I ran. But I had just a couple of bucks in them, so that was a good sale. Next up, talking about buying lots of items. When I go to auctions, I make sure to look at all the lots, because that's where you can make your money when you're buying at brick and mortar auctions. Usually, if you're buying individual things, you're competing with the collectors that buy that stuff as well, so you can't necessarily make money off of that stuff. But when you see them group things together in boxes, that's where you can start making your money. About 2 years ago, an estate came up locally where the gentleman, a gentleman passed away that collected Civil War books, history books about Civil War. There was probably about 300 of them, and they would lot them up. They put them on a bookcase, and they would sell them by the shelf on the bookcase, and nobody was buying them. And I got to looking at them and looking some of them up, and these books were very valuable. So I bought every single shelf that they had. I ended up paying like $20 a shelf for them for 200 books. So, you can't beat that. And this book, I've been slowly pulling them out. I put them back in storage and never did list them. But I've been slowly pulling them out and putting them on eBay. And this book right here was a Confederate Cannon Foundries book. It was first edition, plus it was signed by the writer of it. So always keep a lookout for first edition books. They're usually going to say in the front of the book if it's first edition. And also when you're looking at books, look near the front pages. You'll be surprised how many times you'll find books that are signed by the person that wrote it. But that sold for $50 with free shipping. Went by media mail, so it just cost me a couple of bucks to ship. And I paid basically probably about $1 for it. So that was a good sale. Next up is something surprising that I bought. That contradicts what I just told you about don't buy individual things. Local auction company has a yearly, maybe bi-yearly, collectibles auction. And they had this Incredible Hulk number 200 comic book, and it was graded a 9.8 out of 10. So it was almost perfect. I ended up getting the book for $165. I did my research before I bid on it because I'm not a big comic book person, but I did my research beforehand. and saw that this same comic book in about the same grade was going anywhere between 300 to 450. So I bought it. I said, what the heck, I'll make some money off of it. And I've had it rocking on my eBay page for a few months, and I just decided, what the heck, it's time to turn that money over. And I sold it for $275 with free shipping. And so I made about, after fees and everything, I made about $80 on that one. I made good money off of it, and now a collector got a good deal on a comic book, and everybody's happy as pig in slop. Next up is a vintage Carhartt shirt, vintage denim, black denim Carhartt shirt with the pearl snap buttons. Look for Carhartt shirts with pearl snap buttons. Those are usually the vintage ones that people really, really want. This one had been listed for a little while, and I was running another sale, 20% off on items. And it sold for $30 plus shipping. I'm sorry, $30 with free shipping. And that went to California. And I bought that in an estate lot that I paid maybe about $2 or $3 for it. Next up is another item that I bought at a brick and mortar auction. That seems to be the going thing here in these sales. Is a porcelain Staffordshire style dog. This style of porcelain dogs are called Staffordshire dogs. This one was a tall one, though. It was 12 inches tall. Usually they come in sets, in pairs. So I guess this one just got lost from its pair, or something like that. But it sold for $124.99 plus shipping. Had to package it real well, double boxed it. Make sure anytime you sell something breakable to package it real well. If you can, double box it and insure it if it needs to be insured. And that's one thing that I do with anything over $100. If you ship it priority mail, U.S. mail, it automatically has $100 insurance if you buy the shipping through eBay. But anything over $100, I automatically pay for the extra insurance for the difference. And also anything over $100, I pay the extra and have signature confirmation. That way the person can't come back and try and scam you on an inexpensive item. Last up was an Etsy sale. A while back I bought, I don't know if some of you might know of Curiosity Inc. He's a real big seller out of Canada that has an antique shop and a YouTube channel. Very good YouTube channel. If you're not watching it, you should. A lot of good information. Real good guy. Go check him out. But a while back, he had gotten some vintage movie t-shirts from somebody that owned an old movie theater. And he isn't a clothing seller, so he posted those up for sale. I contacted him immediately, and we worked out a deal. I think I paid $225 plus shipping from Canada to here. And there was about 32 total t-shirts in that lot. Still have several of them because being vintage t-shirts, they needed cleaning. They had been in a smoked house, house with a smoker. And vintage t-shirts, you can't just throw them in the washing machine because they'll get torn up. You have to soak them in, I do a mixture of baking powder, or baking soda, and vinegar, and just soak that and stir them up in that for a little while. And that gets the smell out, and it also gets a lot of the deep down grungy dirt out. But I haven't listed all of them. I've only gone through a few of them. But this was one of them that sold. It was the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas movie. The old Dolly Parton movie. I don't know if you've seen it. It's not a porno. It sounds like it's a porno, but it isn't. It's a good comedy. It has Dolly Parton and Burt Reynolds in it. But this was a shirt from that movie. Had a neat logo on it with Bert and Dolly on it and all. And it sold for $275. And like I said, I only had probably about $10 or $15 in the shirt. But it was a rare shirt, and not very common. And sometimes weird items like this, I like to Google the address that they're going to, and it was going to a very wealthy person that's known out there. We'll just say that. I'm not going to reveal who it was, but I was happy to sell that, and I'm sure they're going to be happy to get that cool shirt and wear it. But that's some of the better items that I've sold in the past few weeks, and hope you enjoyed hearing about those. I'm going to try and start doing more videos, getting back into the groove of this, because I enjoy doing it. It's just life happens. So tell me, would y'all like to do videos about some of my hobbies? So like me getting back into baseball cards. When I get a lot of baseball cards from my personal collection, me showing you what I got. Or say my statues, I collect statues. When I get statues in, me showing those, opening them and all. I think that might be a good filler videos, since this channel isn't just about selling, it's about me and things that I enjoy and things that I do. So I might start doing those and doing some other stuff. When my foot finishes healing and it cools down, hopefully I can get back out and doing some traveling, and we'll go to some museums and stuff like that. But I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, make sure you hit that like button if you enjoyed it. And if you hadn't already, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps me out. And, if you feel like you want to comment and ask me a question or just say hi, I always love to say hi back. But until next time, my friends, I love you. Bye.